All right, this is the hydraulics lab at Universal Technical Institute, and I just thought I'd give you guys a tour of another class that I teach. So we got the equipment here that we do different labs on, such as cylinder remove and replace, how to bleed cylinders, how to remove and reinstall hydraulic pumps, how to do PMI inspections on equipment. So we got the cat, we got a couple of trenchmans, ditch witch. But most of the learning that we do in the labs come from these guys right here. This is what we call the cavitation trainer. The cavitation trainer we use to teach what happens when you have a restriction in the inlet, and teach them how to read a vacuum gauge to understand the difference between aeration and cavitation. You have a tube here that's the pump inlet, and it'll show you what the fluid looks like when the fluid's restricted going in. Another tube that shows you what it looks like when it's coming out. It has a flow meter on it, so you can see what the effect of aeration and cavitation has on flow, and it has a pressure gauge, so you can see the effect it has on pressure. And then our primary training is this board right here. This is a fluid power MF100 board, and as you can see, we have a lot of them, right? So when you're in this hydraulics class, you're going to learn basic theory about hydraulics and understanding what flow and pressure do, what pumps do, and then we go into specific categories. So one of the chapters we'll go over is actuators. So we'll talk about hydraulic cylinders, different types like single acting and double acting. Then we'll cover hydraulic motors. Then we have a chapter that will specifically go over pumps and prime movers, and then we have one over different flow control valves. So we'll talk about basic needle valves, flow control valves, pressure compensated flow control valves. Then we have relief valves. We got a basic one right here, and then a pilot operated one. We have a part that goes over directional control valves and how they operate, and the students will bring lab sheets out here that shows them a schematic of a hydraulic circuit, and they use these hoses to build that circuit and do their tests. It's a pretty interesting little setup that they got here, and these boards work wonders at being able to explain basic things about hydraulics. It's one of my favorite classes to teach, maybe right after diesel engines. So I'm looking forward when I get a chance to get back in here and teach this class.